Salams and welcome. Thanks for joining me in part 41 as we are sharing some motivational quotes over 365 days to fill you with hope as you are embracing this concept or this disease called cancer, right? Day number 20 is January the 20th. Breast cancer is not necessarily a death sentence. Stay strong and centered and be involved in all aspects of your treatment. And please remember, please ask your doctor or your oncologist as many questions as you can. Day number 21. Cancer patients are lied to sometimes, not just because the disease is or is thought to be a death sentence, but because it is felt to be obscene in the original meaning of that word, which is ill-omened, abominable, repugnant to the senses. And this happens in some cultures or societies, which in some cases, and I know when I was growing up in our culture, it was not polite to say that anybody has cancer. It was a word that was not uttered because it was a word that was linked to death. So if someone had cancer in the family, then it was spoken of in hushed tones, and it was just referred to indirectly to say, "Inke hu bimari hai," which means she's got that disease. And everybody knew what it means when you've got that disease. So in still so many cultures throughout the world, whether it is the local African culture or the culture throughout Africa or in the Far East or in the Middle East, some illnesses, whether it's HIV, AIDS, there's still some social stigma attached to that, and those are not spoken of, whereas we need to understand that knowledge is power. And we need to speak about whether it is cancer, HIV, AIDS, or ADD, ADHD, or any of the other conditions that people go through, whether it's dementia. We need to understand the illnesses that we are faced with our family members, and that is the best way of coping and dealing with it, right? Day number 22, cancer is a demonic pregnancy and this is an interesting way in which it defines it, because cancer is basically someone else growing in your body, right? And this someone else is a monster that is basically eating your body from inside. You can think of it as an alien species, and there are many movies that are horror movies based on sci-fi thrillers or horror movies, when you have this alien growing inside your body and then jumps out. And this is the way that she describes that it is something that she cannot control, because the longer you wait, this thing is just growing like a pregnancy, because the longer you delay a cancer, it just keeps on growing. Cancer does not go away. It does not just decide. Some people, yes, they go into a phase of remission, and suddenly the cancer becomes quiet and nothing else happens. But in the majority of cases, the cancer becomes very, very hungry, and it starts taking away food from other parts of your body. And Olivia Newton-John gives advice: fight each round, take it on the chin, and never, never, never ever give in to cancer. Stay well, stay focused, stay mentally strong. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.